Hey YouTube viewers, what's up? It's been ages and it is so good to be back. Today we are going to practice exactly how I personally love to move, which is really intuitively, creatively, and yeah, pretty off the wall, slash maybe even off the mat sometimes. I find that this is a really fun way to practice. It really helps me feel open, free, and connected to my body. And considering how much of our time we're just spent in our heads, working, thinking, talking, or very, intellectualized or very cerebral, and it's really good to be able to connect to our bodies in a really intuitive way. So a few things I want to mention before we get started. One, we're pretty much going to jump straight into it. So if you need to warm up your wrists or warm up your rest of your body in any way, please absolutely go for it. And two, we're going to be really moving in an intuitive way. And to break that down, essentially we're going to move through one flow a few times. We're going to move through a second flow a few times. And then for the last few kind of rounds of movement, I want it to be all up to you. Whether you want to move through flow 1, flow 2, or something completely different, the choice is yours. And for that matter, if there's any time, then any pose or any posture or transition that you're like, I'm really wanting this pose instead, go for it. This is your time on your mat. Enjoy it. Alright, let's get started kneeling. So before we move into down dog, I just wanted to take a few moments to get connected to our body, get connected to our breath, because if we're not fully in a present moment, if we're not fully present in our bodies, it's really hard for us to be intuitive. So find a comfortable seated position that feels good for you, whether that's kneeling, seated, or lying down, whatever works. So I invite you to close your eyes or drop your gaze. As you drop your gaze through your closed eyelids, I want you to drop your attention towards your solar plexus. This is kind of where your cage begins to separate. So right at the base of your sternum. Invite a softness to your breath. This easy breathing, simply noticing how it feels to bring your attention to your breath. And in turn, noticing how your breathing feels. And as we pause here for just a moment or two longer, I invite you to explore the spaces of your body that feel stuck. Where feels in shadow, where feels a little bit stuck or tight or sore. Also noticing the spaces of your body that feel open and free, and celebrate those. Every breath in invites some fresh energy, some fresh insights to your body and your mind. Every breath out, inviting a sense of softness to those spaces that feel tight or stuck. Starting to breathe together, take a slow breath in through the nose. Slow breath out also through the nose. Breathing in, blink open your eyes slowly, letting the light back in. And exhale, just pad your hands forward really easily. Starting to find your hands connecting to the mat. Press down through your index finger knuckles, the base of your thumbs, spreading your fingers wide. Really starting to grip them out with your finger pads, even as we're here in this kind of kneeling half child's pose shape that doesn't really mean anything. See if you can give this pose meaning. So inhaling, lift your hips off of your heels. And exhale, starting to make your way to downward facing dog. As always, feel free to move or not move in a way that feels good for you. So tune into your body right here in down dog. Again, observe the space that feels stuck or tight. And just ask them whether they need to move or whether they need to be still. And give them that. For example, for me in down dog, always feels pretty good to bend, straighten my legs like I'm walking on the spot. We all tend to hold a lot of tension in our neck, so just shaking out your head can also just feel really good to release some of that tightness. And if there's anything else that feels good, please find just that. And just take one more breath here. Doing what feels good for you, being intuitive. As inhale back, just to a nice neutral downward facing dog, creating the moment of stillness. And exhale all the air out of your lungs, breathing out completely. Right leg sweeps to the sky. Inhale to three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow. Told you we're going straight into this, right? Just crossing the knee across your body. Inhale, up and back, three-legged dog. And then exhale, bend your right knee, open that right hip. You come up to your right fingertips if that feels good. I really love this to create some length through the side body. Pressing the right foot and the right knee back. Spiraling your upper body towards the right. Inhaling, plant your right palm. Straighten your right leg straight ahead. And then exhale, stepping forwards. Right foot to the top of your mat. Let's drop your left knee and tuck your left toes. So a little bit of easy movement here. Let's inhale, lift your chest a little away from your right thigh. Find your fingertips and exhaling, straightening that right leg. Maybe lifting the right toes and pulling them towards you for half splits. Inhaling, bend your right knee, gaze to the sky, shoulders back, heart forwards. And again, exhale, straighten your right leg, pull your right toes in. Inhale into that low lunge, bending your right knee, lifting your heart. And one more time, exhaling, straighten the right leg, heel your right toes up and in towards your nose. Bend your right knee, inhale, stay light on your fingertips, tuck your left toes, lift the left knee. And exhale, with control, with intention, step your left foot forwards, both feet to the top of the mat. Now wiggle out if that feels good. Bend, straightening your knees. Now again, stillness feels better. Just listen to your body, listen to what you need. Halfway lift, breathe in, hands to the shins, heart forwards, collarbones forwards. And exhale, find your core as you start to fall in. Chair pose, inhale, bend your knees, hip creases back, heart lifts. Exhale, hands to your heart, all the way into your right foot. Bring your left knee to your chest. Pause for a breath in here, find your drishti, one point to look at in front of you. And then exhale, we're going to step back again with control, with intention, and find warrior two. So your right foot is going to stay where it is. It'll lengthen your stance if you need a little bit of a wiggle. Left heel will be grounded, left toes in a little. Reach your arms, right hand forward, left hand back, looking over your right middle finger. Take a breath in. Anchor down your feet, Lift your ribs away from your waist as you exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm up and over towards the back of the mat. And exhale, let's bring your right hand down. And then your left. Hands framing your right foot. You're going to come onto the outer edge of your left foot. You're going to step back if it feels good. To side plank. Now again, we're going to be intuitive. Being intuitive means listening to our body. If you want to drop your left knee by the side plank like this, that can be an amazing option because you get the exact same benefits, but with less of the struggle, especially as that left arm is feeling a little bit tired or not so strong today. Bring your right hand down, inhale, plank pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly breath in. Slowly breath out. Lift your heels high. This is a vinyasa we're going to be working with today. And lift your heels, round the spine like cat pose forwards to a really rounded plank pose. Then you're going to lift your chest as high as you can away from the mat. Exhaling to a flowing up dog. Hip bones, hip points towards your wrists, toes can stay tucked. Pull your chest forward, your shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lead with your upper back as you round the spine and melt back to downward facing dog. Moving to that same flow on the left side, left leg high, inhale. Exhale, left elbow, rather left knee to right elbow, twist. Inhaling, three-legged dog, press the heel up and back. Exhale, bend your left knee, open your hip. Again, if it feels good, you can come up to the fingertips of that left hand. Spiral your upper body towards the left side of your mat. Create space through your left waist, your left side body. Straight and square, breathe in. Exhale, step forwards. Knee hooks high towards your chest as you can. Step the left foot forwards in between your hands. Drop your right knee, untuck your right toes. And take a moment. So inhale here, shoulders back, lift the chest. Exhale, straighten your left knee, lift the toes again if that feels good. Inhaling, bend, lunge, heart lift. Exhale, straighten. Heart forwards, toes back. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Bending your left knee. Inhale, stay line with fingertips. Lift your right back foot and step forwards and forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold it in. Chair pose, inhale, bend your knees, hips pull back, tuck your tailbone a little bit as your arms reach high. Exhaling, hands to your heart. This time, right knee will lift, left foot stays down, right knee to your chest. Ooh. Take a breath in here, find your balance. And step your right foot all the way back as you breathe out. Do this slowly with control, anchoring your right heel, and opening your arms forwards and back. Warrior two. Take a breath. Feel the earth beneath your feet as you breathe out. Reverse warrior, inhale. Left arm reaches up and back. Exhale, left hand forwards. Right hand forwards, can you lower your palms out at the same time. Now we're going to move to side plank. Right hand will stay down. Right pinky toe edge of that foot will come down. As controlled as you can or not. Step that left foot back. Try and draw your ribs towards your waist, towards your hips. Tucking your tailbone So you're creating loads of stability through your core. You get an option to drop your right knee or keep it straight. Left hand to the mat, inhale, plank pose. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. As we do that funky vinyasa of the day, or lift your heels high as you inhale, top your tailbone. Exhale, roll forwards, exaggerate your plank pose. Inhale, floating dog. Like an up dog with your toes tucked, hips towards your wrists, shoulders back. Exhale, lift it up and away, downward facing dog. Alright, so that's flow one. We're going to move through this, maybe again, with the option of adding on fewer poses as your body starts to feel warmer. Just remembering that these are options only. There's no such thing as a good option or a bad option. It's only what feels okay or what feels good in your body. Actually, let's come down to kneeling for a minute. And just pause and kneeling. Again, you can sit cross-legged, you can lie down. Whatever's going to help you find a connection to the present moment, to your body and to your breath. And the reason that I love to take these pauses in the middle of a practice, not just Shavasana at the end, these short kind of tuning in at the beginning, but tuning in during the practice to come back to us, to ourselves. Not getting stepped over what we can do, what we can't do. Rather coming back to what is truth. And that is ourselves, our true selves. Noticing your breath. And knowing everything else is just our perception. We can only live in each and every moment with intention. So as we move through that flow again, we're going to have different options. But remember that we are all looking for the same sensation, right? So whether we're in half splits or full splits, we're not going to do full splits today, by the way. But wherever you are, we are all looking for the same sensation. It might just look different in different bodies. Finding the space where the sensation feels good in your body, where you feel like you are working your edge, maybe 80 to 90% of your edge. You're not looking to go to 110 every single time, right? And creating that peace within yourself that is always already there. Just getting to reconnect to that. And when you're ready, you're going to make your way back to downward facing dog. Again, this is still the first flow. We're just going to have a few more options to work with as and when that body warms up and feels a little bit more open. Could be today, could be next week, could be tomorrow. When you're in down dog, take a breath in, take your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to your left elbow. And this time, option for fallen triangle. You're going to see it a little bit better on the other side, maybe. You're going to spin your left foot flat down to the mat. You're going to straighten your right leg out towards the left. It's going to come off the left edge of the mat. See if you can lift the foot for a minute, reach your left hand to the sky. And as you exhale, lower that right foot outside of the foot, so pinky to edge up and down. And reach your left arm up and over your left ear. Left hand down. Inhale, slowly making it back to three-legged dog, right leg up and back. Exhale, again, option only. We can come to that same hip, open the toe into the right fingertips, bending that right knee, right heel towards the left. Or if your body's feeling nice and warm, you can come into wild thing. And flipping your dog, right foot to the left side of your mat. Press into the ball of your right foot to lift your hips, lift your heart. Take a breath in wherever you are. Exhale. So making our way to that lunge. Left knee will lower as your right foot comes forwards. Or lift your head, lift your chest. Inhale. Exhale, straighten that right leg, half splits. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. One more time. Slow breath in. Bend your right knee. Lift your ribs away from your right leg. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Try and pull your ribs towards your right thigh or your right shin. Bend your right knee, inhale. Exhale, lift your back knee, lift your back foot. And slowly, with intention and control, set your left foot down next to your right and fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold back in. Chair pose once again. How low can you go? Hips towards your heels, arms to the sky. Ekapalotadasana, going to bring your hands to your heart. Standing on your right foot, can you bring your left knee up in line with your left hip? Find your balance. And find your space here. Connect to your drishti. And that space of calm that is already within you. Your next out breath, you're going to slowly step your left foot all the way back to warrior two. And anchoring your left heel, hold of the sole of your right with your left foot. Reach your arms out, forwards and back towards the front and back of your mat. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right hand reaches up and back as your left hand traces down your left leg. Exhaling as both hands come down to frame your right foot. Let's move into side plank once again. You're going to come onto the outer edge of your back foot, your left foot. Left hand's going to stay down. Hug your left forearm in towards the middle of your mat. And stack your right foot back. You can stack your feet, you can stack your feet. You can lower your left knee, whatever feels good. Pause here for a moment, inhale. Exhale, let's move straight back to downward facing dog. Straight away, inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, round forwards to a high plank again. How high can you lift your chest away from the mat? Inhale, floating up dog. Hips to your wrists. Heart pulls forwards through your arms. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slow breath in. Exhale, slide out through the mouth. Left side, inhale. Three-legged dog. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Pause here. And extend the leg out. Lift your right hand if you're extending the leg out. Can you find forward triangle? Lower the outer edge of that left foot, inhale. And exhale, reach your right arm up and over your right ear. Your right hand down, breathe in. Three-legged dog, or one inhale. And exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Staying here. Move into wild thing if that feels good. Pressing down to the ball of your left foot so you can lift your hips and your heart a little higher. Rotate your upper body towards the ceiling. Pause here. And then when you're ready, with control, you're going to step forwards. It's a low lunge, dropping your right knee. Onto your fingertips, lift your head over your chest, breathe in. Exhale, straighten your left leg and fold half splits. Couple more times, moving with the breath. And hey, sometimes it feels really good just to pause in one pose, create some stillness. We are all different. We are all different from how we were yesterday or will be tomorrow. Just listening to your body. Giving yourself what it is that you need so you can show up the most, feel supported. I'll step forward slowly, again with control, to a fold at the top of your mat, right foot meeting your left. Try to draw your rib cage towards your thighs and your shins. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair pose, breathe in. Exhale, standing on your left foot, bring your right knee to your chest, hands to your heart. Pause here, find your drishti. One point to look at, inhale. Exhale with control. Step your right foot as far back as you can. Ground your right heel. And open your arms. Open your hips and your shoulders along the long right edge of your mat. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Left hand up and over your ear, reaching back towards the back of the mat. Exhale, both hands down, freeing your left foot. Anchor down your right palm, the outer edge of your right foot. Inhale. And exhale, big power move, step your left foot back, side plank. Again, try and hug your ribs towards your hips, tucking your tailbone, bring your tailbone towards your heels. Press the right forearm in, like you're trying to tug it in towards the center of your mat. And then move back, downward facing dog. Lift your heels, inhale. Exhale, high plank. Floating up dog as you breathe in. Pull your heart forwards, engage your glutes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slow breath in. Exhale, drop your knees. Child's pose, kneeling, cross-legged, lying down. Whatever feels good for you. Close down your eyes. Connect to that sense of calm that is always within you. And I, at least, always am able to connect to that most when I drop my attention to my solar plexus, base of my sternum, my ribcage starts to separate. That is a part of my body that I'm always able to connect to and feel tranquility. You might be somewhere else. Drop your attention in so you can connect to that source of calm. Pause here for maybe 5 breaths. As always, welcome to grab water at any point. Maybe this will be a great time. Now is a great time to connect to your breathing. Take a really slow, mindful breath in. And exhaling, making your way back, down Just knowing that it'll be loosely based on this first flow that we've just moved through. There'll be additional extras. Listen to your body. Listen to what feels good. I am here to guide you, but I want you to do what feels right for you. If that's lingering in poses longer, if that's choosing other poses instead of the ones that I'm suggesting, that is great. Because these are suggestions only. I'm just giving you guidance. Your body is the one that you can really connect to. And just listen to what you need. Take a deep breath in here. And really mindful exhale. Right leg to the sky, please. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Stay here. We're full triangle. Extending that right leg out to the left. Coming onto the heel of the left foot. Lifting your left arm high. And then just keeping that arm lifted straight up towards the ceiling this time. Or if you can stay here. Or leaning into your right foot. Can you lift your left foot, that's your back foot, and step the left foot to the back, or the top of your back I should say. And make our way to Skandasana. Bit of a foggy transition, I know, and then plenty of time to explore that. We want our left knee to be bent, hips down towards your left heel, right leg is straight, and right toes are lifted up towards the ceiling. That was a big juicy stretch of the hamstrings, for the inner thighs, the adductors. Lift your heart away from the earth so your spine is tall. And then we're going to reverse this movement. So right hand will ground, fingertips pointing towards the top of the mat. And come onto the pinky toe edge of your right foot and your left foot for that matter. And step the left foot back to the back of the mat. So you can kind of a fallen triangle shape, you may need to adjust. Take a breath in here. And exhale, left hand down. Right leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. Whew, something more traditional, right? Take an inhale here. And exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Again, options for wild things, that feels good. Right foot steps over, look in your dog. Press into your right heel. Left leg stays straight. Press your hips and your heart to the sky. Breathe in, and wherever you are, let's work. I'll step forwards with control. And this time, right foot to the right edge of your mat, all the way to the top. But both hands are going to end up on the inside of that right foot. Take a breath in, lift your head, lift your heart, sinking your hips. Next, straighten that right leg. My back knee is lifted this time. If you want blocks for your hands, please go for it in this wide-legged pyramid. Otherwise, fingertips or palms to the mat on the inside of that right foot. So again, here's your choice. We can move in between this runner's lunge, lizard, and this wide-legged pyramid. Bending, straightening that knee. My medicine lately for my hip flexors has just been a pause and the heart high. My right knee is very low. I try to hug my left hip crease towards my left wrist. There's just such a nice opening for the left hip flexors. It can be good if they're a little bit tight for you too. Yeah, listen to your body. You'll be sick of me saying this, or hopefully not, because I think it's one of the most important messages any of us can ever hear, one of the most important things any of us can ever practice. Just pay attention to where it feels stuck in your body, seeing how it feels, just to give your attention to these spaces, your breath directed to these spaces. Trying to create some openness and a sense of freedom to these parts. Coming back back to lizard lunge. So both hands on the inside of your right foot, while the right foot is on the right edge of the mat. Lean forwards until you find your left leg tucked at the very tip. And then with control, Malasana, left foot is going to step wide of your left hand. So both feet are on the edges of the mat. Hands can find your heart. Pressing your elbows or your triceps to the sides of your knees or your thighs. Thumbs to your sternum. Lifting your sternum so your back is nice and tall. Let's take a couple of breaths here. This breath can be really good just to feel grounded. I feel like we always all need a bit of that in our lives. Options to stay here. If you're playing with crow pose or crow pose, Vinyasa variations, then have a play. There's so many different things you can do in Vinyasa. When you're practicing lifting one foot than the other to find your balance, when you have your balance, when you're working your toe taps, with your crow push-ups. The choice is yours. Maybe you're staying in Malasana, maybe you're playing around with Vinyasa, lowering when you're ready, back to Malasana. Bring your fingertips to the mat, slowly straighten your legs, to heel your feet in towards each other, and folding in, center of the mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold in. Great, chair pose time again. So bend your knees, hips down and back. Heart lifts, arms lift, inhale. Hands to your heart as you breathe out. This time you're going to bring all the weight again into your right foot. Now lift the left knee to your chest. Single-legged mountain once again. And cross your left ankle over your right thigh, your right knee. Stand up for figure stance. Standing figure four. Hips down back. So if you can bring your sternum further forwards than your left shin. Take a few breaths here. Gonna pause just here. Can you pull your hip creases back anymore? Can you press your heart forwards anymore? Keeping your drishti, keeping that fixed gaze. And with control, left knee back in towards your chest, Ekapala inhale. And exhale, karate kick. So like a roundhouse kick. Back to crescent lunge this time. So this time you're back here, your left heel will be lifted. Arms to the sky. Inhale, crescent lunge. And exhale, cactus your arms. Press your elbows back and your heart forwards. Engaging your left glutes. Little back then. Exhale, round through the spine as you reach your arms forwards. Straighten that right leg if that feels good. It's doing the line. Inhale, cactus, arms, lift your chest. Exhale, straighten that right leg if it feels good as you reach your arms forwards. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, practice. Bend the right knee, heart forwards. Exhale, right hand down to the mat. So, we're going to move into a rolled side plank here. It's a bit funky. So, right hand is going to stay down. You're going to step your right foot back. So, in this revolved side plank, just going to play around with this for a moment. Can you wrap? A few options. You can eagle arms, wrapping your right forearm, your right leg round your left. See how it feels to press the hips back towards your left heel. Another option is find that same figure 4 shape, crossing your right knee ankle over your left thigh. Either way, kind of playing around with these different shapes. Left hand to the mat. Slowly making your way down, facing down. That was quite the journey. Let's start to explore that a little bit again on the left side. Take a breath in. Always coming back to the breath. Exhale. Left leg high, take an inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhaling, left knee to right elbow. And extend that left leg out. Pinky toe edge of the left foot down, probably off the right edge of your mat. Your right hand will reach straight up. Bring all the way into your left hand. Pull that left hand energetically into the center of your mat. And just with control, step your right foot to the top of the mat. That's your back foot, making your way into Skandasana. And chances are you're going to be off your mat, and that is completely okay. You need to all learn, I feel, to be a little bit less scared of coming off that mat. That said, so camera angle's sake, bring my left foot back a little bit so you can see it. I'm going to make our way back the same way we came. Our left hand will be on the mat. Right foot, pinky toe edge of ground. Foot will still, so it's the left foot. Pinky toe edge will be grounded, probably still off the right edge of your mat. With control, you're going to stack your right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Back to fallen triangle, inhale. Exhale, right hand down, left leg to the sky. 3-legged dog. Take a slow breath in. Exhale, bend your left knee, open your hip. Option for wilding. Staying, pausing in that hip opener. If that feels good. Inhale. And exhale with control. Step that left foot, the left edge of your mat all the way to the top. Nice, easy lizard lunge. Same idea of highs. What feels good in your body on this side? Maybe it'll just be bending, straightening that left knee. Or maybe it'll just simply be lifting your hips and lowering your right hip towards your right wrist. Stretching out of the frontal hip muscles, your hip flexors, which can get so tight. We find that a lot of us really struggle with our hip flexors and our quads during lockdown. It'd be really nice to open them up. Again, what feels good for you in your body? Take a couple more breaths. Find your movement, find your stillness. Let it be the medicine that your body needs. I'm going to bend that left knee. Right foot can hop forwards a little bit if that's going to help. Normally does. I'm going to step to Malasana from here. So weight into the ball of your left foot, a little bit of weight to your fingertips. And I'm going to step the right foot to the right edge of the mat. Dropping your hips, knees wide, toes turned out. Probably like almost like 3 and 9 for me. Like maybe half 2 and half 10. Lifting your chest away from the floor so your spine is tall. Pausing here. Finding stillness. Let your tailbone draw downwards. Your heart draws skywards. Again, pausing here. Always options for arm balances. So, again, you're playing around with crow pose, which tends to be like quite an entry point balance for most. I actually found this was probably one of the more hard arm balance movements that I am. My arm balance journey. play. That's all it ever is. Whether you're working on your toe taps, tapping one foot to one wrist and then the other, maybe both. Maybe you're working on getting your feet off the mat in the first place. This is all a journey. It's all it ever is. And when you're done, come back to Vinyasa. Take your feet in to the center of your mat. And fold for a moment. Feels good. We're doing a lot of work on the wrist today. It might as well good just to do a bit of figure of eights with your fingers interlaced. Just to release the wrists. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair pose, breathe in. Hands to your heart, right knee to your chest as you breathe out. Whew. Nearly did the same side twice there. So left foot is on the earth, right foot is lifted. Breathe in, right ankle crosses over your left thigh. Exhale, sit back like a one-legged chair. Right knee or right ankle over left thigh. Hips back, heart forwards. Such a nice stretch for the back of that right hip, right the right glutes. Finding the depth that feels good for you. We are all looking for the same sensation. When you're ready, press down into your left heel and the ball of the foot. So lift your right knee back in towards your chest. You're going to step back to crescent lunge, just slowly stepping your right foot back. Ball of foot will ground, heel will stay lifted. Arms to the sky, inhale, crescent lunge. And as you exhale, cactus your arms, press your elbows back. You pull your heart forwards, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach your arms forwards. Straighten that left leg if you need some love. Exhale, cactus your arms, sinking back into that left knee, engaging your right glutes. You press your heart forwards. One more time, inhale, arms forwards, maybe left leg straightens. Exhale, elbows back, shoulder blades squeeze, heart forwards, press the back of your head back. And this time, left hand to the mat, making our way to that revolved side plank planning. The left foot will step back. And it feels a bit wonky, it's a revolved side plank. So there's a few options. You can get cactus, not cactus, eagle. So wrapping that left elbow, that left knee around your right. And dropping your hips down towards your right heel. You can figure four, crossing the left ankle over that right thigh. And same again. When you're ready, let's make our way back. Downward facing dog. Take a slow, steady inhale. Drop your knees to the mat as you breathe out. Pause. Always allowing yourself to pause. Eyes can close, gaze can soften. Find a comfortable place to sit or lie and rest for a few moments. Breathing can calm down. Attention and intention can return. moments before we come down to stillness. You've got a few options. Seems to be my words of the day, right? That we can move through that first flow. Move from fallen triangle to a wild thing or a hip opener, to a low lunge and half splits, keeping it quite low down to the ground. Or you can move from fallen triangle to a Sankhi Skandasana transition to wild thing. All out from wild thing. You made our way to lizard and that wide-legged pyramid. Ending up in Malasana, a little bit of play with crow. Both different flows, we ended up in shepherds, right? That's where the paths converge. So if you start to get lost, if you want something to kind of anchor you back, well, maybe you can chair pose at some point. And then from chair pose, you can have a standing figure 4. Or we can simply be in that single-legged mountain, that one-legged balance. Made our way either back to warrior 2 or to crescent lunge. A side plank or a fold side plank. The choice is yours. And maybe what you decide upon is nothing like any of these poses. Maybe it's something completely different. Listening to your body again. So my voice is guidance only. These poses are guidance only. If there is there anything else you feel called to, please move to that. And sometimes I like just listening to a class while I do my own thing, but having that teacher's voice saying inhale and exhale can be really powerful in itself, even if we're not doing the same asana. So I think for me, I'm going to play around with the second flow. I will still be cueing that flow. If there's anything you want to, any times that you want to diverge. At any times you want to rest or do a different asana or spend more time in a certain pose, do that. This is all about intuition. And can be such a powerful way just to have this container and being able to move intuitively within that. So with that in mind, I'm heading back to down dog. How about you? Breathing in, sweep your right leg to the sky. Exhaling, right knee, left elbow. Step off as you extend that right leg off to the left edge of your mat. Left hand to your side. And then I am stepping my left foot over my right, maybe even off the edge of my mat, off the top. Bending my left knee to Skandasana, so lift the right toes. Breathing in wherever you are. Exhaling, right hand down. Coming back onto the outer edge of your right foot. Slowly with control, stepping your left foot back. Follow the triangle, inhale. Exhaling, left hand down. Right leg to the sky. Readjust your alignment if you need. Bending your right knee, opening your hip, inhale. Maybe a wild thing. Maybe something wildly different. How can you be intuitive, compassionate, creative, or grounded in your practice right now? Making my way to lizard with control, right foot to the outer edge of the mat, fingertips to the inside of the right foot, hips mount forwards and down. Right big toe mound stays grounded. Ending and straightening that right leg a few times if it feels good. Maybe your back knee is dropped to the mat, making your way in and out of half splits. And just tuning in, what do you need? Stepping forwards, maybe to malasana, maybe to forward fold, maybe exploring crow pose, maybe finding stillness, being grounded. Take a breath in wherever you are. Exhaling, forward fold, toe hugging your feet in to meet, melting your upper body, drifting it over your legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, use your core, pull your lower ribs in towards each other as you fold. Chair pose. This is our convergence point. Wherever you are, maybe you're joining me in chair. Inhale. Exhaling all the way onto your right foot, left knee lifts. Pause for an inhale. Find balance. Find stillness. Even as your body is probably still quite dynamic. Micro adjustments. Micro movements. And you find stillness within it all. Crossing your left ankle over your right thigh. Maybe figure four, standing. Maybe there's a little opportunity for a flying pigeon like a Varagalasana, if you fancy. I'm going to stay right here in figure four because it's feeling really good. Choice is yours. Left knee back to your chest, breathe in. Exhale, slowly with control, stepping back. Maybe it's warrior two, as in the first flow. Maybe it's crescent lunge, if you're with me in the second flow. Arms to the sky if you're in crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, you catch your arms, heart pulls forwards. Inhale, arms forwards, round to the spine. Exhale, pull your heart forwards, your elbows back. And find your movement. It's all any of this is. Nothing is particularly right or wrong. It's just all what feels good in your body, right? How can you get more mindful and present? I don't know about you, but I'm fine. I really don't craving normal side plank rather than revolve. So I'm going to bring my left hand down. See, we don't need to be in flow one or flow two. You can be in a mix of both. So my left hand is down, my right foot steps on top of my left. And downward facing dog, if you're with me. Make our way back. And if you're doing your thing, keep doing your thing. Left leg high as you inhale, as you inhale. Exhale, left knee to your right elbow. Pause in here. Straightening the left foot out maybe. Maybe reaching your right hand to the sky. Maybe stepping your back foot, your right foot over your left. Finding Skandasana. I can't see you. I guess I never can. So, whether we're in Skandasana and look my back to the camera, or whatever pose you're in, I can't see you. And I want you to practice in a way that feels good because I'm not judging you because I cannot see you. Left hand comes down, your right foot back out to the left foot back out to the right. Right foot steps back. Right hand to the sky, full triangle inhale. Right hand down. Left leg to the sky, inhale, three-legged dog. While your yourself feels good, stepping the left foot over to the right side of your mat. Heart lifts up. Press into the ball of your left foot. And with control, left foot steps forwards. Maybe sit out at the edge of the mat. maybe to center. And maybe you're in that wide-legged pyramid lizard lunge. Maybe you're in that centered low lunge and half splits. And play. Maybe move from one to the other. See what feels good in your body. And when you're ready, stepping forwards. Maybe it's Malasana. Maybe it's a forward fold. Maybe it's an arm balance. What is it that you need? Making your way to a forward fold, to heeling your feet into touch if they're not there already. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. That meeting point at anchor. As you press your hip creases back and you tuck your tailbone under a little. Hands to your heart. Standing on your left foot. Right knee to your chest. Breathe in here. Exhale, maybe you're crossing your right ankle over your left thigh. Hips press back again. Heart pulls further forwards. All the good glute stretch. This is basically the same shape as pigeon on that lifted leg, right? And sometimes this can feel anything better. There's no load to the knee. Maybe a bit more challenging because of the balance. With control, pulling that right knee back into your chest. Use the strength of your left hip muscles to help you there. I want to step back. Maybe it's warrior two. Maybe you're with me. It's crescent lunge. Arms to the sky if you're with me. Inhale. Exhale. Cactus arms. Heart forward. Press forward from the back of your heart, the space in between your shoulder blades. Straighten the left leg maybe. Arms forward, put your shoulder blades away from each other. Inhale. Exhale, press back, pull your heart forwards. One more time, do whatever feels good for you. Right hand to the mat. If you're moving to a normal side plank, left hand if you want to play around that revolved side plank a little bit. Left foot can step back. Maybe right knee lowers. Maybe feet are stacked. Last downward facing dog. Last funky vinyasa. Lift your heels, inhale. Tuck your tailbone round forwards. Exaggerate the round as your plank pose, exhale. Inhale, floating up dog. Exhale, pull from the core, pull from the back body. Lift up and back, down dog. And drop your knees down. Kneeling, seated, chariot pose. Kalasasana. You need to lie down. I can't believe you're swimming over here. In fact, let's go make our way down to our backs. Pull your knees in towards your chest if that feels good. A few different options here. Last time I'm going to say that. Maybe it's happy baby, grabbing out the edges of your feet, putting knees in towards your armpits. Maybe you move into a gentle supine twist. We haven't done very many twists in this class. So maybe you're moving into a twist on each side. Seeing how it feels, maybe just move your way straight into Shavasana. But it's really just saying, you know what? Now just want some stillness. You'll feel comfortable. However many poses you want to finish this off with, we're all going to meet in Shavasana. Feet can be wide, or if it feels better, you can find diamond, so the feet touching knees wide. And when you find a really comfortable position for your body where you can fully relax, I invite you to fully relax. Take a deep, slow breath in through the nose, filling up your lungs slowly. Exhale slow, steady through the mouth. Let it be a trickle of air, a gentle sigh, all the way to empty. Slow the start of your next breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose, all the way to empty. Enjoying some slow breath. Chance for your nervous system to process, integrate, and down-regulate after this practice. Giving yourself permission to be exactly where you are, exactly as you are. And if you have the time to rest here for a few more minutes, ideally another 5, maybe even 10 if you can spare them, and please go for it. If you know you need to be somewhere and it's urgent, gently make your way up to a comfortable seat in your own time. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this intuitive flow, quirky practice. Namaste.